Hey, are you okay?
Yeah, but where does the smoke come from?
I guess it's from our next room because they kind of burning something.
Isn't it dangerous for us? I mean, would you please explain this to me in our break time? So the smoke that we've been breathing in recently is actually harmful to us, isn't it?
It actually is. Have you ever heard about toxicants?
No, what's that?
Toxicants are any toxic substances or poisonous agent that cause injury or illness or even death of a living organism and are man-made or naturally occurring in the environment. And the smoke we've been talking about is one of the forms of toxicants.
How do toxic substances enter our body?
These toxicants can enter our body through inhalation, skin absorption, injection, or even splashing into the eyes.
Alright. What are the effects if it enters our body?
Exposure to toxicants in workplaces can have short and long-term health impacts, such as poisoning, skin and eye irritation or damage, disorders of the lung, kidney, and liver, headache, chemical burns, infertility and birth defects, nervous system disorders, and cancer as well.
Oh my god, I never knew it was that harmful for workers like us. Tell me more about it.
Recommended occupational exposure limits have been developed in many countries, but the most widely used limits, called threshold limits values or TLVs, are those issued in the USA by the American Conference of Governmental Industrial Hygienists.
What are the LVs?
TLVs are the maximum level of airborne concentration of hazardous materials that a worker can be safely subjected to over a working lifetime without experiencing significant adverse health effects. TLVs have three types. First, the time-weighted average exposure limit is the maximum average concentration of a chemical in air for a normal 8-hour working day and 40-hour week. Second, the short-term exposure limit is the maximum average concentration to which workers can be exposed for a short period, usually 15 minutes. And the last one, the ceiling value, is the concentration of a toxic substance in air that should not be exceeded at any time during workday.
So what should we do to control the exposure?
There are 5 types of control principles. The most effective one is elimination. Basically, we remove the hazard physically. Second, substitute with safer alternatives, or usually called substitution. Third, engineering controls. It implements physical change to the workplace. For example, change process to minimize contact with hazardous chemicals, isolate or enclose the process, use of ventilation techniques. Next, administrative and work practice controls. It establishes efficient processes or procedures such as rotating the job assignments and adjusting work schedules. Lastly is personal protective equipment like chemical protective clothing, respiratory protection, gloves, and eye protection.
I see. Shall we talk to our boss about this?
I think so.